Hello everyone, and let's check out round 7, the 7th official chess game between Morphy and Adolf Anderssen. This game was played on December 25. In 1858, in the city of love, Paris, and Paul Morphy so far, leading in the series of games with 3 extra points. Morphy is 4 and the half points, and Anderssen is only 1 and the half points at this stage of the game. And as you know, the first player who scores the 7th win will be victorious in the series of games. Anderssen needs to do something before it gets too late. And in this chess game, Paul Morphy has the white pieces, Anderssen has the black pieces. Morphy starts the game with playing e4, d5 by Anderssen, again the Scandinavian defense, and one of the spectators of this game was Johann Jakob Löwenthal, and in his brief chess notes, Löwenthal didn't like this move. He said playing the French defense, or maybe the Sicilian defense, would be a better choice instead of the Scandinavian defense. And also Anderssen tried the Scandinavian defense against Paul Morphy before, and it was a horrible chess game by Anderssen. But also some people are playing the Scandinavian defense very well. So you never knew what will happen. Anyway, so after d5, Paul Morphy captures the pawn. E takes on d5, queen takes on d5, knight to c3, queen to a5, d4, e5, d takes on e5, queen takes on e5, that's check, bishop to e2, blocking, but here comes bishop to b4 by Anderssen, pinning the knight. And in this position, the first move comes to mind is to defend the knight with the bishop. So Anderssen is attacking the knight 2 times, but Morphy didn't defend the knight. He played knight to f3, attacking the queen. And at first it looks like Morphy made a mistake. And Anderssen happily captures the knight with the bishop. Bishop takes on c3, that's check. B takes on c3 and then queen takes on c3, that's check again, forking the king and the rook, bishop to d2, attacking the queen, of course, the most logical defense, also defending the rook, queen goes back, rook to b1, and Paul Morphy created this beautiful open file, activated his pieces very quickly, as always, as usual. So as you know, Paul Morphy is also very famous for his rapid developing moves and for activating his pieces very quickly and creating beautiful open files. Anyway, after rook to b1, we have knight to c6, and Morphy castled, knight to f6, bishop to f4, and also Adolf Anderssen castled. Morphy captures on c7 and getting back the material, knight to d4. Queen takes knight, and Anderssen of course captures the bishop. Queen takes on c7, bishop to d3, bishop to g4, attacking the knight, knight to g5, rook from f to d8 attacking the queen, queen to b4, bishop to c8, defending the pawn, rook from f to e1, placing the rook in this very important open file, a5, attacking the queen, queen to e7 by Paul Morphy. And Anderssen captures the queen. Rook takes on e7, infiltration on the 7th rank, and it looks like white pieces are more active and better placed. It looks like white is winning, white is better. So in this desperate position, Anderssen played a desperate move. Well, as you can see, white is attacking the pawn. So we have knight to d5 by Anderssen. But after this move, Morphy captures on h7, that's check, king to h8. Well, after rook to e7, if rook to f8, then bishop to c4, and white is winning. So in the real game, we have knight to d5, bishop takes on h7 and king to h8. Of course, king to f8 is out of questions, then rook takes on f7, and basically we have forced checkmate in 4 moves, just like this. Boom! Rook from e takes on e7, checkmate. As you can see, Anderssen is in trouble. and white has a huge attack going on. So king to h8, and Morphy captures on f7 with the rook. Morphy has 2 extra pawns. Maybe at this moment of the game, Anderssen regrets that he played the Scandinavian defense against Morphy. Knight to c3, attacking the rook, rook to e1, and knight takes on a2. And after knight takes on a2, Morphy played a killer move. And after that move, it's almost impossible for black to defend. What is the move? Well, Morphy played rook to f4, threatening to play rook to h4, and there is no defense. So Anderssen played this very funny looking move, rook to a6, instead of resigning. Morphy played a move, and Anderssen resigned. Morphy played bishop to d3, attacking the rook, threatening everything. Everything. It's over for Anderssen. Unbelievable. Paul Morphy crushed Anderssen like a little baby. But as you know, Anderssen was not a baby, or not a chess patzer. He was the world chess champion. But Morphy makes it look so easy. Believe it or not, Anderssen was a very strong chess player. Anyway, Anderssen resigned. And let me show you the possible continuation. Rook to a8, saving the rook. Rook to h4, and everything is collapsing for black. So we have forced checkmate, as you can see, checkmate. Black is lost. This is why after bishop to d3, Anderssen resigned, and according to the computer chess engine, the most resisting move was bishop to e6 actually. But this is not saving anything for Anderssen. Bishop to h7, king to f8, and knight takes on e6 again. Black is lost, forking the king and the rook. This is why, after Morphy played bishop to d3, Anderssen resigned, and Morphy is 5.5 points. Anderssen is only 1.5 points. Wow. What a dominating score by Paul Morphy. Anderssen is in deep trouble, and only 2 more games left for Paul Morphy to become the leading chess player in the world. What a beautiful moment in the brief chess career of Paul Morphy. Anyway, so I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you next time with the next chess game of Paul Morphy against Anderssen. Bye bye.